Morning.
Morning, not the right intro music. That was a little bit of Harry Potter. One of the many, many, many books I try and listen to try and put myself to sleep. Once you've listened to something a dozen times, it's wonderful for falling to sleep to. Hi, my name is Christine. I'm the office manager here. Welcome to WRME Live. And of course, you know the ever so wonderful Erin Burns.
Hey.
She's staring at the laptop because she knows what she's doing.
Well, we are actually live on YouTube now too. So I'm checking in.
I'm being dragged into the new age. I love it.
So we're on YouTube and Facebook now.
Ooh.
Showing live and both of them.
This could be hazardous.
Getting up. There we go. We're live on both. Yay.
Oh, we're all sorts of fancy.
So now I can see comments over here.
Fabulous. Okay. I know we've got all sorts of stuff going on. You guys already know about No Western Days, but you should consider getting a shirt because these are going to be kind of commemorate, for lack of better wording, because I think this is the first Western Days we've missed in 47 years, and we had our 50th anniversary just a couple years ago. That's a kind of a rare thing, so that's another way to help our community out while also getting a wonderful shirt for doing whatever we want in it. I think they have a 5K on Sunday. If you're interested in the Shamrock 5K, that got moved back because of all the closures and whatnot. So definitely something to check out. But it's nice to see the community just re-engaging, even if it's just a 5K. Then you can kind of gap away from each other. You're choosing to be a part of it.
Yep.
And so for many people, that's a baby step in the right direction to kind of having some level of normality. And so we will help with that however we can. Are we doing good?
Yeah, we're doing good.
We're doing good. She's doing all her fancy techness. I hear I'm just prattling. Oh, goodness. I know the $600 for unemployment went away.
Or it was supposed to.
It was supposed to. But I wonder, I'm thinking we're getting bloody close if we're not there already for all those people that did the forbearance on their mortgage payments. And just a reminder, forbearance is where you and your mortgage lender agree to postpone payments. But the thing about a forbearance specifically is all those payments are due at once. So for instance, if you and the bank agreed to postpone it 4 months, it got added to the 5th month. So now not only do you have to pay your current mortgage payment, but the back owed 4. And I know quite a few people are going to struggle to make that.
So for instance, if your mortgage was $1,000 a month, you now have $5,000 due on that 5th month instead of just deferring those payments till the end.
There are different types. There is the forbearance, which is all due it on that next, when they finally agree to the postponement, just all done at one. And then there's the deferment. That's where if you had a 30-year mortgage and you had to ask for a couple mortgage payments to be postponed, they will just throw them to extend the life of your mortgage. So if you had to have 4 months extension and you had a 30-year mortgage, it'd be 30-year mortgage and 4 months.
Now, either way, interest is still accruing while you're missing payments.
Yep, and you got to wonder about your property taxes and all these other variables that are going on. So definitely be keeping an eye, especially if you're a traditional mortgage where you have your taxes and insurance escrowed. If you have any extra cash, you might set it aside either into a savings account or into that escrow account, which you can pay directly into. Every mortgage person I ever worked with has that.
Or just pay a little extra every month. Figure out what your insurance would have been for those 4 months and break it down and make it over the next few payments.
Even if it's something as small as rounding up to the nearest 100 and allotting that gap difference to go to escrow. Yeah. That way you have something coming to help cover it, because at the end of every year, they reassess your taxes and insurance and adjust your payment accordingly. So if your taxes went up for whatever reason, you're going to have an adjustment at the beginning of the next year, which is completely normal. But when you're skipping 4 months of insurance payment from not paying your mortgage payment, that's going to be adjusted. And next year, your payment's very likely to go up because you didn't accommodate for that in the escrow account one way or another. Now, some mortgage companies are cool in the sense that they say, hey, you have 3 months to either pay this difference to keep your payment where it is, or at the end of the 4 months, if you haven't, we're going to go up this amount. I think Chase Bank is one of the ones that comes to mind, that they actually had multiple options where you can either pay it all up and keep your same mortgage payment. You could do a halfway mark and you only go up a little bit on your mortgage payment, or you don't and your mortgage payment goes up a little bit more than that. But they gave you some warning if you paid some attention to your email, which pay attention to those emails. They drown you in them. But some of them have important stuff like the difference between deferment, forbearance, and adjustments about your taxes, insurance, etc. So just things to keep in mind. Now,
and communication is huge. Communicate with your mortgage company. So if you're going to pay an extra $200 a month for the next few months, contact them and let them know you want this $200 to go to your escrow account to help offset the 4 months you didn't pay.
If you're online, pay your mortgage online, you can actually allot specifically that $200 to principal or escrow. Take advantage of that. And of course, we suggest you keep a copy for your records. Very rarely does anything really go super askew when you do it online and do it in such a step-by-step methodology. But if you just send them $1,000 when your mortgage payment is $800, they're going to assume that $200 is going to whatever they feel like, because there was no clear, precise place for it to go. That's why I believe it's Dave Ramsey that suggests you roll up to the next amount and you specifically allot, even if it's just 25 cents, you allot that 25 cents to your principal, because that's that much more they can't charge interest on. So, sorry, done distressed properties for a very long time, and I suspect you would agree that there's a high chance that they're going to make a big comeback. Hopefully it's not as bad as the bubble pop of 2008. People are a lot smarter and lenders are have better grip on things comparatively. So I have high hopes that certain things won't happen again. But even if you're thinking that you might miss a mortgage payment, give us a call. There are options out there that you may or may not be aware of. And it's going to go a long way to know your options and keep the ball in your court. We still will talk to the bank. We still make arrangements. But this way, if you know you might be able to make this mortgage payment barely, but next month it ain't happening, get a hold of us so we can at least go over your options. Many of those forbearance had an expedite clause that if you agreed to postpone it, if you missed that payment, they would expedite foreclosure. 4 out of the 5 forms I saw had that in there. So if you missed, you just put yourself on the fast track of losing your house. So if you think you're going to miss a mortgage payment, you definitely want to make sure you have all your facts so you can make the best decision, because maybe downsizing to a house would be a best option. Maybe you have enough equity that you could sell it. Maybe you don't. Maybe there's debts. There's a lot of things to keep in mind. And we're here to help you understand and ask those questions that you might forget to ask yourself. And now, at least as far as if you do know you're going to be in a situation that you would have to sell to break even or even walk away, now's an excellent time to do so, but you want to make sure you know your options. Because if we can sell it outright and you have just enough equity to pay for everything and walk away, fabulous. If not, you want to know all your options out there before you really decide. Sorry, biggest soapbox. I could talk all day on that, and I actually really enjoy distressed properties as far as helping them get out of a bad situation. Oh, there's a Carl. A wild Carl appears. I'll get out of the way.
No, that's fine.
What's
I'll
up?
just sit right here.
He's going to take over we're going to scoot. You
Can I get in there?
Yeah.
This is not social distancing here.
Well, and I see you guys every day, so it would defeat the
I was
purpose.
just say we
You're
would
too quiet on here. You're too loud.
I am too loud.
That's
I
okay.
couldn't get a word in.
I know how that is. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, just closed on another house this morning.
yay.
Another rescue house.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's good being in a position to be able to buy a house and help somebody out.
Yes.
Sometimes the margins are less than if we just went and listed it. But, boy, things are crazy. Getting insurance on this house, stuff that takes 10 minutes over the phone normally, 5 hours yesterday
For insurance?
to get insurance. on a property.
Wow.
It was crazy. All the rules and all this COVID stuff. I never heard of some of these new rules. So,
Well, it took me forever to get the fraud department on the phone to say that was an okay charge the other day, getting through the whole system on the bank. And then they put me through a system. They're like, oh, no, you don't need here. You need so-and-so. Here's the number. They gave me a wrong number.
Yeah, those suck.
well, I ended up having to get, my actual agent involved in the process, besides, just the staff and everything
Right.
else. And then we ended up having to get the manager over the Oklahoma branch of this whole deal
Oh, wow.
involved. But we got it taken care of, and just crazy some of the stuff going on. But
Yeah.
that's the way it works, I guess.
But at least we were able to help them.
Yep. Okay, on your Western Days deals, it was the 43rd
Yes.
Western
43rd.
Days.
I saw
Mustang
you
celebrated its 50th anniversary this last year.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I thought it was 2
But
years
this is
ago.
the 43rd Western Days, and those T-shirts, we need to sell all of those just to help the chamber out from. I mean, Western Days is a money-losing proposition as it is right now, but these T-shirts are going to be collector's items, or at least nostalgic, if
Yes.
nothing else. It's frustrating to have events closed. It
Yes,
really
it
is.
is.
Um,
And
the
good morning.
Kiwanis is frustrated because they're not getting to do their pancake breakfast that goes with this, but you can't be serving pancakes, during a or even a simulated pandemic. It's not the chamber's fault
I
that
don't
they
know.
can't
I
do
know
certain
places
things.
still doing stuff, so.
Do what now?
I know places still doing stuff.
Some things,
It's-
yes. Some
It's
things,
a little
no.
harder, but it can be done.
But some people have wanted to go ahead and do the rodeo, but the rodeo said, no, we're not doing the rodeo. That would undermine the whole Western Days deal. If we did the chuck wagon deal, that would undermine the whole Western Days deal. We're not going to do that. We're if nothing else, we're solidified in our decision on this, and moving forward to next year. So,
Well,
looking
if
forward to
nothing
all
else,
that.
if you're looking for something to do, gun show this weekend at the State Fairgrounds.
Gun show.
There is. I'll be there Saturday, probably for a little bit. Volunteering.
Have fun.
Okay, what else you guys got going today?
Today we got our first Friday lunch.
Got First Friday lunch. I've got.
We still have, I have a cute little listing in Mustang School District. A little over 1,300 square foot, 2-car garage, 3-bed, 2-bath. Make a great rental, or if you're downsizing or just starting out, cute little house. So open Sunday 2 to 4 if y'all want to come check it out.
Okay, cool. All right.
It's a good, if you don't like yard work, it's a fabulous house.
We have
if
open
you-
house on that one.
Yeah, Sunday 2 to 4.
All right,
And that's 12320 Southwest 9th Terrace, Yukon.
It's
That's a
in the no
nice
man's
little
land.
house.
It is.
Yep.
So between Check Hall or Reno
It's
and 15th
right on that
off
corner right
Check
there.
Hall, yeah.
In that neighborhood. Nice neighborhood.
It is.
Just man, I'm glad the rain quit, but man, is it muggy outside.
It was a great drive in the Jeep this morning.
I bet it was.
Did you come in the Jeep today?
Yeah.
Of
I'm
course.
going to pay attention.
You should.
I got here before her. I was unloading and stocking the fridge.
We were running a little
We got a
behind.
busy day today. We
Indeed.
got commercial stuff coming in.
We have a distressed
at 10.
property.
We got a distressed property deal. We got the lunch. So it's just busy day. So I mean, I love busy days. But,
Yes. And good morning, Kay. She said hi.
Kay Akers,
Yes.
she's awesome.
She's a sweetie.
Her and
So they're
Steve
husband.
are some of my favorite people in the whole wide world. They are. They're just cool people. Well, what else we got going?
Nothing that I can think of offhand, but that doesn't mean we're not forgetting something.
Well, you guys have been on for 15 minutes, so 14 minutes. So, she's
I
been
told
yapping.
distressed properties.
Okay, all right,
I know my stuff for the most part in that category.
all right.
But no matter what, call,
Yeah,
email, message us, private message us, comment, whatever.
There are options.
If you want help,
And if you got friends that are in a pickle, just tell them, hey, we know you're struggling. You need to call somebody.
We're going to be honest up front. We're not going to run around town telling everybody anything. And we're
That's
not
not our job.
And we're not going to screw you over.
Right.
I mean, that's as polite as I can put it. We're not going to do that.
That's just
Not
the
our
way
job.
it
Our
works.
job is to help.
There's
you.
a best solution. Sometimes it's not the prettiest solution, but there's always a solution to these things. And too many people just put their head in the sand until it's too late.
And sometimes you have two choices, and one's worse than the other, but they're both not great. So,
And we'd rather do it when you still get a choice in the matter rather than the bank making it for
Well,
you.
sometimes there's great solutions.
Oh, yeah.
And life's too short to live with a bad deal. It
well,
just
we
is.
might be able to find an investor that can buy it for payoff. So you never know.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we're ready to wrap it up.
Yep.
We are Weichert Realtors Main Edge, where we do real life, real world real estate
every
every day.
Bye.
Come see us. All right.